Good morning, everybody. It's 9 o'clock. This is going to be the final meeting for the House bills for the full Elections Committee. We're going to start with Block 3. This was a bill that was heard in Subcommittee 1. Okay, let's take attendance first. Sorry. Everybody's got a lot of different places that they have to be this morning. We've got CC&T going on, education going on, so let's mark your attendance here. I am here. There we go. Has everybody marked their attendance? All right, let's close. Thank you. All right. With Block 3, this bill was heard in Subcommittee 1 on Tuesday morning. This is House Bill 2266. Delegate Van Valkenburg brought up a very good point. This bill is related to the uploading of absentee results on the state website so that we can see the results. And we want to make sure that they are posted in a timely manner. My bill just requires that we are setting guidelines for the absentee ballots by precinct. So what the substitute does is we're ensuring that the results of the absentee ballots casted early in person are reported separately than the mailed absentee ballots. That substitute is at your desk. If I could get a motion to adopt the substitute.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, so the substitute is before us. I'm sorry I explained it before we adopted it. Again, so what it does now, we are still uploading the early absentee ballots so that they are posted in a timely fashion. But the ones that are received, like on Friday and thereafter, that would be posted within 7 days on the state website. And I hope I would, yep, Delegate Van Valkenburg.
Yeah, members of the committee, it was just making sure that we were not capturing the votes that could be tallied right away with the filtering them out by precinct 7 days later. And so it was just making sure it was clear there was a distinction between the two. So I think the substitute's great. So
thank you, Delegate Van Valkenburg. And I appreciate you bringing that up in committee. I think that certainly makes the bill better. And we'll have some great reports up for everybody to look at after the next election. All right, so the bill is before us. We have a motion to report and a second, House Bill 2266. All right, has everyone voted? Okay, the bill reports 19-0. Okay, House Bill 1847, maybe Delegate LaRock is presenting a bill somewhere. All right, let's move on to the subcommittee reports. Subcommittee 1, Delegate Head.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First bill we have was your House Bill 1680. This was for voter registration after the close of registration, so that requires that any registration application that is used to register people after the close of registration records up to and including the day of the election requires the applicant to affirm, subject to felony penalties, for making false statements that he's not intentionally voting more than once in the same election, whether in the same or a different jurisdiction, and that is intentionally not intentionally registering to vote at more than one residence at the same time, both of which constitute the crime of election fraud and are punishable as a Class 6 felony. The subcommittee recommended reporting with the substitute on, and I guess we need first to move the substitute, Madam Chair.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. All opposed?
And the subcommittee recommended the substitute reporting on a vote of 6-4, and I would so move.
second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to report House Bill 1680 with a substitute. Has everyone voted that wishes to vote? Okay, House Bill 1680 reports on a vote of 11 to 8. Delegate Head.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Next, we have your House Bill 1793. This deals with voter registration through the Department of Motor Vehicles. Currently, the policy for DMV registration is an opt-out, where every transaction you are automatically registered to vote or changes are made, and this information is causing some problems in certain areas. This bill changes that to an opt-in so that it's still available at every transaction, but you have to select it rather than it just being an automatic process. Subcommittee recommended reporting the bill on a vote of 6-4, and I would so move.
Has everyone voted that wishes to vote? Okay, House Bill 1793 reports out with a vote of 11 to 8. Delegate Head.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Finally, we have House Bill 2454 from Delegate Campbell. This deals with voter registration and the monthly list maintenance. Currently, we're getting a true-up on an annual or semi-annual basis. This requires them to do the monthly maintenance of or the list maintenance monthly. They're getting that information. We'll be able to get them fed that. This will make sure that election information is kept on a very timely basis and that is completely up to date. And sometimes it's almost a year out currently, and this will keep it trued up. It also removes a workload of everything happening in one lump on the registrars and allows them to take it in smaller bites. The subcommittee recommended reporting on a vote of 9-1, and I would so move.
Thank you, Delegate Head. House Bill 2454. Did we get a second? I'm sorry. Right. All right, House Bill 2454 reports out on a vote of 17 to 3.
Madam Chair, that completes our report.
Thank you, Delegate Head. And thank you, Subcommittee Number 1. Those are early mornings. All right, Subcommittee Number 2, Delegate O'Quinn.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Subcommittee Number 2 met and reported out 3 bills, the first of which was House Bill 2257 from Delegate Cordoza. This bill simply exempts any city or town with a population of 35,000 or fewer persons with ward-based systems for members of city or town council be exempt from that. There was an amendment to change 35,000 to 25,000, and I would move that amendment.
We have a motion and a second to report the line amendment.
just on the
okay,
amendment.
all those in
Yes,
favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. House Bill 2257.
Madam Chair, with that amendment, the subcommittee recommended reporting 5-3, and I so move.
Do I have a second? All right, House Bill 2257 is before us. House Bill, has everyone voted?
How would you like? Got it.
All right, House Bill 2257 reports out a vote of 11 to 9. Thank you. Okay, Delegate O'Quinn.
Madam Chair, the second bill we had was House Bill 2289 from Delegate Williams. The subcommittee recommended reporting this 7-0. However, I think council may have a substitute or an amendment. Amendments,
okay. Does council want to report the amendments, or does the patron want to tell us what the amendments do?
Yeah, so I'd ask council to report the amendment for the specific verbiage, but the amendment, all it does is allow for if the attorney or the Commonwealth's attorney is the one that is being petitioned for removal, instead of it just saying a substitute special counsel will be appointed, it says the Supreme Court of Virginia appoints another attorney for the Commonwealth. So it just elevates it. And I see that as a friendly amendment. It matches the Senate version.
Okay, let's adopt those amendments. All of those in favor say aye. Okay, sounds like there are two amendments. Let's have council let us know what's going on.
And then the second one, Madam Chairman, is on line 93. After officer, will insert pursuant to section 24.2-233. This is just to make clear that when the registrar is reviewing the petition for signatures, it's the petition that voters have submitted and not the ones that maybe a local electoral board would have submitted.
Okay, I see House Bill 2289 reported out unanimously with one abstention, but I guess for the full committee, let's understand exactly what this bill does. How about the patron? Just real quickly.
Right, so this was the Boyd's Graves suggestion on how to clean up the removal process when it comes to petitioning for an official to be removed. And there's constitutional law that says you can't do it for state legislators, et cetera, but this would be more for the local offices. It sets up a lot more clarity when it comes to exactly why somebody could be removed for failing to do their actual job description effectively or having incompetence to do it. And then it cleans up a lot of the things like what type of form to use. There's no form right now. And so it does a number of things to just make the recall process simpler and more straightforward.
Mr. Chairman.
Delegate Sickles?
Ask the patron. This bill is not about recall. We were told this bill is about removal from office. The recall has a separate statute.
That's accurate, and I have a hard time keeping the definition straight, but thank you, Delegate Sickles.
All right. I want to make sure that the amendments, we have adopted both of those amendments. Right? Okay. All right. So any more questions on House Bill 2289? Delegate Maldonado.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just had a question for the patron. Just was curious, does this now fully conform to the Senate version? And also thank you for integrating the amendments that we just adopted. But I'm just wanting to see if there's alignment or if this is ultimately going to have to go into conference.
I was informed by council that it is conforming, which is definitely the goal for me.
Thank you.
Okay. House Bill 2289 is before us with amendments. Do I have a motion on the bill?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for House Bill 2289 with amendments.
Sorry, the computer is not.
It's all right.
There we go.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
So everyone voted. All right. House Bill 2289 reports out 20-0. Delegate O'Quinn.
Madam Chair, the final bill that I have is House Bill 2443 from Delegate Bloxham, which provides that in an election for a local office in a locality with a population of no more than 4,000, if the person having the highest number of votes for the office is elected by write-in and is not qualified to hold such office or declines to assume such office, the person having the next highest number of votes shall be deemed to have been elected to such office and shall receive the certificate of election. Subcommittee recommended reporting 8-0, and I so move.
Madam Chair, can I ask the patron a quick question?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would ask for the section where it says, hold on, I just lost it. Line 18, at the end of 17, it says, right, if they're not qualified or declines to assume such office. We're just talking the technical legal definition of qualified, like they're 12.
Yes.
Or Mickey Mouse.
We're not getting into the subjective area of I don't think they're qualified.
What about saying legally? About adding the word legally, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, we do use qualified to hold office or qualified to vote throughout our title, and it's always been clear that it's per the Constitution.
Delegate Maldonado, did you have a further question, or was that from before? Okay, Delegate Maldonado. You're good? Oh, no, sorry. It was from before. Okay, all right, thank you. All right, House Bill 2443 is before the committee, and I think we had a second to bring it up for a vote. All right. All right, House Bill 2443 reports out a vote for 20-0.
Madam Chair, that completes my report.
All right, so we have done Block 3. We've done both of our committee reports. Have we reached out to the patron of House Bill 1847 by text and email?
Yes, Madam Chair, he's been texted twice.
All right. I mean, we've completed our docket. I know everybody has to be in the other committees right now. All right, that completes our work. Listen, I really appreciate everyone's work on the subcommittees. We'll prepare for the Senate bills coming over. Thank you for your great work. Thank you to IT, and thank you to the clerk and the attorneys. We'll get ready for the Senate bills.